Hello there. Welcome to Journey to Authentic Living. I am your host, Elizabeth Omowere. We are on the 40 Days Soul First Journey, and we have been using the resource by Dr. Cindy Tree, the 40-Day Soul First. If you haven't watched the videos from day 1 to day 33, please do subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share with your friends and family. Your community needs this as well. Let's get more people on the journey to authentic living. Too many people are no longer living the lives that God has designed for them. Distractions everywhere. We're living on the fast lane, and the world is changing rapidly. We need to be intentional in creating time and space to reset. This is day 34, and the theme for today is prioritizing. If then you are wise, you will show yourself rather as a reservoir than as a canal. A canal spreads about water as it receives it, but a reservoir waits until it is filled before overflowing. And thus, without loss to itself, it shares its superabundant well. Bernard of Clairvaux. The discipline of choosing and prioritizing prevents the entanglement that Paul had in mind. It frees your mind and heart to focus on what God has put there. Productivity Guru David Allen says that we are allowing in huge amounts of information and communication from the outer world and generating an equally large volume of ideas and agreements with ourselves and others from our inner world. And we are not well equipped to deal with this huge number of internal and external commitments. In other words, you need to learn to say no even to some good things. Dr. Caroline Leaf concludes that toxic emotions experienced by this Bush-Roshi syndrome actually cause disruptions to the autonomic nervous system and lead to a myriad of health problems like coronary disease, arrhythmia, having an erratic heart rhythm. That's why Fortune 500 CEOs are 3 times more likely than others to exercise because they know that it reduces stress and boosts their energy. Challenge your excuses for what you do or don't prioritize. Here's how one mother defined the word excuse. Son, an excuse is nothing but a lie stuffed inside the skin of a reason. There's a quote here by Stephen Covey. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. And that's from Stephen Covey. Temperance is sort of an old-fashioned word. It is defined as moderation in action, thought, or feeling. Restraint, habitual moderation in the indulgence of the appetites or passions. And the characteristic we are focusing on today is temperance. Plans and schedules are important, but you shouldn't be chained to them, right? Yes. We have actually spoken a great deal about taming the appetite as a central purpose for these 40 days so far. Temperance is one of the 9 fruits of the Spirit. Paul wrote to the Galatians in Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 to 23. The wisdom of the Bible tells us to do all things in moderation and to let your moderation be known unto all men. Philippians 4:5. There are 2 questions you need to respond to today. Remember, I urged you to advise that you get your 40 days old first journal and you get your 40 days old first book so that you can follow through as we drop these videos. So the first is examine your life. Where might the enemy have a foothold in the door of your soul, causing you to stumble in some area? And 2, what can you do to clean house in order make sure you are temperate in all things? What might your little excesses say to others about you? Being forced to work and forced to do your best will breed in you temperance and self-control. joy, diligence and strength of will, cheerfulness and contentment, and 100 virtues which the idle will never know. That's from Charles Kingsley. I hope you will create time to sit with these questions, to journal the thoughts that are coming through, so that you would really get on this journey of authentic living. Thank you for joining me today. Like I said, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share with your friends and family. Don't forget, the videos are going to be here on my channel. So if there's anything you have missed, you can go back and rewatch and journal your thoughts so that you embody the wisdom that comes through and you're able to sit with areas where you need to really clean house. Okay, thank you for joining me today. See you tomorrow for the